All right, let's talk about Baker Mayfield, who, listen, I'm not going to do the is Baker Mayfield a MVP candidate just yet, although it is tempting for me. He's playing like one right now. This was as good of a game as he's played in Tampa Bay. He had a great game against Green Bay last year, but you can make an argument this was his best game in Tampa Bay. I thought he was fantastic in it. Let's talk about the many great plays that he made in this one. Yeah, let's just get into it. Before I do though, real quick, I do have a movie channel. If you like watching movies, check that out. The link is in the description below for that. I have some movie reviews and stuff like that. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. But yeah, let's talk some Baker Mayfield. Let's start off with this play. It's going to be a play to Chris Godwin running just a quick route underneath here against a quarters coverage concept. And this is a really, I think, interesting play. So let's talk about what happens. Mayfield takes a snap, and he's actually first looking towards the top of the screen, not looking towards Godwin, who's also, running this quick slant right here, a route that could get open. However, with that Philadelphia player who's kind of in the area, if Mayfield decides to throw it in that direction, it's probably not going to be a great idea because the Eagles player could just step up and knock the ball away. There's traffic there, and Mayfield just doesn't want to risk it. So instead, he looks over towards Godwin, just going to continue looking down in that direction, which at this point, you still have that Eagles player to worry about. He's actually playing this really well, making sure he covers Godwin. But there is maybe a small window if you lead Godwin. It's one of those things that I feel like for most quarterback and wide receivers, I'd say this is not a good idea. But Mayfield and Godwin have done this a number of times now, where they really have this chemistry down. Part of it is, again, watch this just, I brought this up on a film study earlier this season, but, Mayfield will throw these 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, and Godwin has hands of steel. So it's really just kind of this perfect combination of being able to lead Godwin in a way where really only Godwin's going to make that catch, and Godwin makes these catches pretty consistently. This next play is one of, if not my favorite play from Mayfield in this game, where what's going to happen is it's Trey Palmer that he's trying to get the ball to, who's running a route that's going to try and get into a gap in coverage over the middle of the field on a 2nd down and 6. Okay, a play that can certainly work, but you have to worry about the linebackers over the middle of the field, right? Well, for Mayfield, watch how when he takes the snap, look at what he does. He uses his eyes and is looking towards the top of the screen. That's not where his receiver is running, but of course the Eagles defenders don't know that. So the linebacker right there, he's just going to step up a little bit. It's not massive, but watch him. Watch how he moves just a little bit, just kind of flinches in that, and he also moved a step before I had shown it. So because of this, just kind of keeps him frozen, allowing for the receiver behind him now, Trey Palmer, to have an opportunity to make a play. Mayfield also throws a perfectly accurate ball. So again, using your eyes to get players out of position and then making accurate throws, it's how you can dominate against zone coverage, and it's how Mayfield was able to make that work. It's one of those things where you do stuff like this. One thing I like to talk about is sometimes how open a receiver is due to how well the quarterback plays. It's not just the receiver and the scheme. Here, Mayfield definitely had a role in that, being open enough and really kind of generating that window to then throw through it. This play was a good one. It's a zone coverage concept. You have multiple receivers and multiple good receivers, Godwin and Evans, running deep routes that are going to eventually go more over the middle. They're also going to run a play action, so the deep shots hopefully take away the secondary players, the safeties and corners who are deep. The play action can hopefully bring in the linebackers. Then you have tight end Cade Otton run a route that's going to go more over the middle of the field. Hopefully the linebackers are out of position. There's no safety who can crash in and make the play. Definitely a concept that can work. Watch how when Mayfield takes the snap, he runs his play action, fires over the middle. And again, it's not wide open, right? I mean, there's a window here for sure, but these aren't like, oh my God, anyone would be able to make that play happen. These are, plays you want to see your starting quarterback make, but certainly plays that not every starting quarterback makes. Mayfield, though, does make a accurate throw. They are able to pick up that decent-sized completion right there. So again, some good stuff here by Mayfield and by the whole Buccaneers offense, really. Also, Mayfield's legs are just such an important aspect of his game. I mean, something like this where it's going to be a designed quarterback run here on a 4th down and goal. Keep playing the game, I mean, we saw as the Eagles started to come roaring back, like how important these points were. I do think a lot of teams might have said in this situation, well, yeah, it's 4th and goal. Usually you want to go for it here, but we're already up 14. Let's just kind of, sit back and not try anything. I think good job by them of going for it here. But anyway, it's going to be a fake handoff to the running back. And watch that Eagles edge rusher right here. Because if this is a handoff to the running back, you have to get over. You're the unblocked guy. Watch as when that happens. I mean, he does what he should be doing, right? He has to get over. He has to, get to the running back, and he's thinking, okay, good job. And the thing is, despite Mayfield being a good runner, he just doesn't have the reputation of one, and you can kind of use that to your advantage. So watch how when he pulls it back, gets over, but to Philadelphia's credit, they have a guy prepared to tackle him. So, it's not a disaster if you're the Eagles, and if he can run up and make a tackle, then you get the ball back, you save 7 points. However, as you see, Mayfield is able to, sort of put the shoulder down, not enough contact to bring him down. Really good stuff here. So again, the rushing on plays like this, it can definitely work. Design runs are really important, and if he can, make a design run work, that can just open up the playbook. Because again, what also helps is now as an edge rusher, if it's the next 4th and 1 later, now you don't want to be as aggressive, which could result in some rushes for touchdowns. So it does a lot for you. And then this drive, which I just thought was such an important drive in this game. So the Buccaneers had a couple of drives not go for anything. You have a 3rd down and 7 right here. The Eagles have scored a couple touchdowns now. So you're in trouble. I mean, you're still up 10 points. It's not a disaster, but definitely, you don't want to go 3 and out here, give Philadelphia the ball right back. Mayfield takes a snap, and watch what happens right there with 19 for Philadelphia. I have a couple of critiques on how the Eagles play this next couple of plays, to be honest. First, right here, okay, it's a stunt. He's supposed to go inside. This is his assignment, but if you're going to run a stunt like this, you have to make sure you pay attention to containment. You can't let Mayfield get outside the pocket. Because watch how when he does, there's just nobody there. I mean, I'm going to pause this right here, but you see Mayfield, that's it. I mean, this is man coverage, so there's not people that can run in and make a tackle. You have to understand the concept. You can't make this kind of mistake. As you see, Mayfield takes advantage of key 3rd down conversion. But for the Eagles, it was okay. The next 2 plays were very good plays. They combined for -1 yard for Tampa Bay. You get another 3rd down to get off the field and give the ball right back to your offense. So for the Eagles, they're defending the pass, which makes sense. They're going to be trying to play man coverage here, which is definitely a bit difficult. But you also have 2 safeties who are going to be kind of just past the 1st down marker. So if you're throwing in that direction, you're essentially going to have to beat a double team. Mayfield takes a snap, and to make matters worse for Tampa Bay, there is pressure right off the edge right here. But again, this is where the legs of Mayfield are going to come in. Let's be honest, he's had a lot of experience now dealing with pressure off the right side with the backup tackle in. Watch him sidestep, get around, and then it's going to make this throw down the field. Godwin winning his one-on-one matchup pretty significantly right here, so great job by him to get open. But this is where I'm also going to put some criticism on Philadelphia right here. Look at C.J. Gardner-Johnson, kind of known for being a hard-hitting guy. If he can run over and give a hit to Godwin, okay, listen, Godwin's kind of known for being able to hold on to tough catches, but you still want to have a chance, right? You still have an opportunity to knock the ball loose, kind of hit him where the ball is, hit him in the arms, get the incompletion, get the ball back. But watch Gardner-Johnson really doesn't do anything, kind of gives up on that play, allows Godwin to make the grab and pick up a few more yards after the catch. That's a key 3rd and 11. They would go on to score a touchdown on that drive. I mean, that's a big deal, quite frankly. That's a play that should not have happened by Philadelphia. But give credit to Tampa Bay and really Mayfield. I mean, some really good stuff here by Baker. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I mean, yeah, a really good game. Again, they got off to such a hot start. It did cool off a little bit, but part of that was trying to just, kill the clock. You don't have the whole playbook there because you're trying to, make sure you win as opposed to put up numbers, of course. But when they needed him to make a play, he made a play. And even when they didn't need him to make a play, he was still able to make a play or two. So really good stuff, I thought, from Mayfield in this one. That's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.